I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
Charlie Chaplin clearly says it best. The man had such an obvious respect for love and life, but also had the skills to put it into words that would garner him with the title of the greatest speech ever. He proves that throughout history, wherever there have been good men and women, people have followed them, whether they did so because they were a last beacon of hope against oppression, or simply such a strong, lovable leader, people couldn't help but heed their words. The select few people are hard to come by, but when they do, they leave an impact that goes down in the history books. These are people we try to model ourselves after, in hopes of achieving the same greatness they have, to be as cherished throughout history as they have been. Now, my fellow students, I must ask you if you can think of any people to match that description presently. Are there any Martin Luther Kings and Mahatma Gandhis around today? Any Margaret Thatchers or George S. Pattons? Where, I might ask, are all the heroes of this world? This may just be a misconception of mine, but I feel that we are living in an age without men who've got the know-how and strength to bear all that they once did. This may pose grave dangers to us all if we ever want to achieve something truly earth-shattering. Take, for example, a couple of failures that have occurred recently due to lack of leadership, coordination, and a clear goal. Our first example is the 99% Occupy Wall Street movement, all gathered for a noble cause, but alas, none came to fruition. They crumbled and passed away into irrelevancy. Or perhaps the Ferguson riots would make a nice example, as a show of what happens when there is no man or woman of any strength to bring people together and make an actual, honest-to-goodness change, not just looting and violence. This is a pattern that may continue if we not take a step back and realize just how much it will really take for us to achieve all that we're here for, what really matters to us. Each and every one of us is presenting a project as to what we're here for and what we want, but if we really thought about all the work, effort, and thought that's going to go into each and every one of these things, a simple English final isn't going to be enough to fix a lot of the things we're here for. So one of the things I'm here to ask is, are you prepared to do what it takes? Are you willing to do what really requires so that you can bring your cause to the next level? Take, for example, the go-to man for taking your cause to the very extreme, Mahatma Gandhi. Himself, the man who changed and led a nation, if not the world. He proved that peace can trump violence, and it is not impossible to have a strong set of morals and standards without faltering in the face of severe adversity. He shows what happens when you are truly dedicated to your cause and you can't let anything stop you. He rose up as a humble man. When he saw a problem, he decided he wasn't going to sit around and watch, but instead, he rose up and became the voice of a nation. He was not rich, nor was he famous. He was an everyday person who became a historical icon. So what's stopping you? What's stopping you from making all your dreams come into realities? Now, I'm not asking you to go on hunger strikes and fight the British, but I am asking us all to do more than raise awareness to your causes. Take another man, my personal role model, George S. Patton. The man faced off more than his fair share of wars and constantly did the impossible. His constant dedication to work led him and all of us to victory. Again, I'm not asking you to fight the Third Reich or anything, but being able to show that sort of motivation and leadership in your own causes might just land you with the spot in the history books. We cannot rely on the other guy to achieve what we want. We must go out and take it for ourselves. We must fill in the footsteps that they have left, for it would be a disgrace to leave them empty.